Good morning and welcome to the Las Vegas Ice Center for this edition of the 2017 Las Vegas Invitational Tournament. This is the championship game. Congratulations. We have made it on this happy Martin Luther King Day, featuring the Phoenix Junior Coyotes and the San Francisco Sabercats. And we are underway in this one as a chance went in front. And now taken to the corner, Perry shoveling it along, and this is Wade. Both these teams met yesterday morning, and in fact, they ended in a 4-4 tie. Wouldn't you know that? As Perry flips it ahead, and now they're back at it, playing here for all the marbles. Now Donovan brings it back ahead. Watches from the corner, now throws it back for Elias. Elias walking in, taken away. Titojian back down low for Donovan. From the corner, looks out in front for Kukapalos. And this is Sharp for Donovan. Kicked out with the pad by Burks. Now another chance comes to the line. Knocked down by Sharp. He's got Kukapalos in front. And a chance right up off the glove of Burks. And he, like a contortionist, just bends around the corner and holds on to that. Just a minute gone here in period one. Kukapalos, back for Kukapalos, and his chance towards the goal is stopped by Burks. Now Theodore Kukapalos, back for William, thrown along for Titojian. Down low for Kukapalos. Navin works it back for Titojian, and his shot was blocked. Karams to the corner. Kukapalos turning with this one. From the corner, wraps it back for Titojian. Now down low for Kukapalos. He looks in front, and this is Lebec who has to go back for Kukapalos. Titojian works it again, trying down low for Theodore Kukapalos. It comes in front, and they score! It's a 1-0 lead for the Sabercats. .12:48 to play in period one. Carried ahead by Teddy Merrill.
Davis still back. 65 over 91. Theodore Kukapalos. And number 5, Iman Navin.
The goal for the Sabercats to Davis Lebec from Theodore Kukapalos and Iman Navin. As this one was worked back in, but now carried ahead by Perry. Perry to the corner, shovels it in front. That one stopped by Burks. And flipped out to center. William Kukapalos goes back in his own zone to fetch it. Thrown ahead for Perry. He skates up the wing. Perry with a chance. That was blocked. Dealt around here for Gramlich. Gramlich skating back ahead. At center. Deals off. Puts on the brakes, but lost it to Elias. Thrown across there. Navin just getting onto the boards, onto the ice. And now this is Wade. Wade with a chance, and that one hit Titojian up high. Rattles around to the corner. Now taken away there. Back in his own zone. That one flipped ahead by Butler. Well, brought back here by Navin, who stops, continues to try to shimmy around defenders. Now back to the line for Sharp. He gets it, tried to get it down low, it wouldn't go. And now to Tojian, back for him. Slid in here by Navin. Navin posts up in front, couldn't get a shot away. Butler is without his stick. It's laying at the faceoff dot to the left of the goaltender. Now Sharp, taken away by Wade. He tries to flip it up the boards, but now it's out to center, and McCauley just chops it back in. Taken in here by Titojian. He tries to take it in. He kicks for Fitzgerald, though, who gets it back to the line. Millington down low for McCauley. Now back down low for Fitzgerald. This is Brandt from the corner. Spinning and turning, and now comes out in front, tries to get a shot away, he could not, as this one brought ahead by Sharp. Brandt got his stick in on him, and we have ourselves a delayed penalty here. Taken around by Elias. Drop back for Kakopoulos. Back to the line, and Fitzgerald will touch that one up. Play called by the backside official there. Penalty is to Elias Brandt. It's a minor penalty for hooking. He had tried to drop his stick in the process, could not in time. Right back to the line, Donovan a chance. Kicked aside to the corner. Now Donovan a chance. That one's stopped by Burks. Thrown back to the line for Elias. His chance. Rattled just wide. Now another chance in front for Sharp. Back for Elias. He throws one. That's kicks off of Burks. To Navin. Back for Elias. Elias walking in with a chance. That's fired just high. Declan Donovan trying to keep it in. That one off of Sullivan. Now back for Donovan. His chance is blocked by Elliott and cleared. Minute left to go in the man advantage. This is Donovan taking it from Holland. He throws it across for Elias. Cuts back in. And Donovan has to go back in his own zone. From the corner, tried to throw it ahead. This is Gibson throwing it down low. A chance for Esler is turned aside by Holland. Thrown up ahead, hoping for White. A race back for it with Sharp, and they go colliding into the boards, but both are up and back into the play. Chance here, kicks to the corner. Now White threw it off the boards and out to center. Elias puts on the brakes, steps back in. Elias throwing it across for Kakopoulos. His chance in front wouldn't go, and it's sticked aside and out to center. And the junior Coyotes returning to full strength as Brandt gives chase, but could not beat the icing. .7:28 left to play here in period one. 1-0 lead here for the Sabercats. That goal coming early here in the first. Getting it ahead is Gramlich. Now Wade. Played ahead. Bramlich across for Merrill. Merrill walks in with a chance, and it's held by Holland. Chance here is blocked. Now Merrill trying to get it back towards the front of the goal. And this one steered away. Gramlich a chance. It was blocked. Thurlow Lamb twisting and turning. Back to center. Flip back in by Paschke. Now Wade just shovels it out to center. Kakopoulos has that one turned off of Merrill. And now Thurlow Lamb. There was a collision at center ice involving multiple players. As taking it in behind. This is Gramlich, dropped off for Elliott. Merrill. And Paschke gets it out to center. Thurlow Lamb caught a stick in there. Making sure to drop his stick. No penalty call there. As Elliott flips it high. He got it back, nearly had it taken away, and we have ourselves a stoppage here. No goal there. Stoppage for an offside on the Sabercats. McCauley played it ahead. And this one sneaks by Millington. He goes back behind the goal. Throws it up ahead. Now McCauley moves it ahead for Brandt. Brandt slides on by Elias. Now walks in with a chance. That's flipped off the east side of the goal. Elias cuts down Brandt. Now Fitzgerald trying to tuck. Can't do it. Elias. Now Brandt trying to turn it back down low. Navin throws it across for Lebec. Chance rattled in. It's stopped by Burks. And brought back ahead by Brandt. Brandt with a chance. Stopped by Holland. And he holds. .441 to play here in period one. 1-0 lead for the Sabercats. This one on goal is scooped and held by Holland. Taken around here by Peary. Peary brings it back ahead. Now Esler. Kakopoulos back for it. Up to ahead, Esler. And now Donovan. Thrown across for Sharp. Sharp stops, turns it back down low, and this is Perry. Tried to come back out in front, could not. Taken up here by Sullivan. Sharp took it away momentarily, and Sullivan lost it. Brought back 3-on-2 by Elias. Elias cutting in, and his backhand went just wide. flipped along there for Sharp. Chance win go. As Elias scales it back down. In behind. To the corner now for Donovan. Trying to chip it for Sharp. Turning with this one is Navin. Across for Kakopoulos. And a chance. Win and go. Now White. He stepped on the puck there, went down, and it kicks loose for Merrill. Merrill throws it across for Esler. Now Kakopoulos ahead for Donovan. Donovan walks in with a chance, and that one flipped just high. Around for Elliott. In the corner there. Now taking it is Sharp. Back for Tatosian. Move to the corner for Sharp. He's squeezed off by Butler. And Elliott across for Gibson. Taking it back here is Kakopoulos. Puts on the brakes, sends it in front. That's cut off and brought ahead by Butler. Now ahead for Gramlich. Gramlich down the wing, walks in with a chance, and he hit the goalpost with that. Nearly a tied game here, and this one kicks over the line offside. Stopping play just past 2 minutes to play here in the first. Tie up here is off the draw, is back in his own zone. White, that one's shoveled just wide. And now McCauley trying to flip it ahead. McCauley chips it to the line. Paschke bumping into her man. White off the boards. White has to try it again. Brandt, Paschke taking it. Lofted over the line, and a stoppage here for an offside. McCauley. Now Millington. And this is Brandt. Flips it along for McCauley. Ahead for Fitzgerald. Off the boards. Back in. Navin.
1 minute remaining, first period, 1 minute.
Now Donovan, as he flipped that one into his own teammate on the bench. Play brought to a halt. Just under a minute to go in period 1. Off the draw, it's thrown back ahead. Elliott lifting ahead and now brought back ahead by Navin. Navin with a chance, he scores! Another goal for Iman Navin. I'm not sure if Burks even picked it up. He looked to be screened on the play as it kicked back behind him. And it's 2-0 with 38 seconds to go in the first.
Goal for Sabercats with 37 seconds remaining in the first period.
Now Sharp throws it across, and it wouldn't go. Now Sullivan. Thrown back in. Kakopoulos. Taken in here. Merrill with a chance. He tried to muscle his way to the front. He couldn't. He lost the handle. And Sharp throwing it back in. And period one comes to a close here with the San Francisco Sabercats leading the Phoenix Junior Coyotes at a score of 2-0 at the end of period one in the 2017 Las Vegas Invitational Tournament Championship game. Back for the start of period number two in this one. Tie up off the draw. Excellent flipped ahead by Gibson. Now taken in here by Tatosian. He flips it along for Kakopoulos. Steer back in by Millington. Gibson tied up with Elias. And now Elias marches it ahead. Flips it up ahead for Lebec. Taken back in here by Kakopoulos. He drives wide. Centers for Perry. And he couldn't get that to go. Now Lebec wraps it down low. Fired off the high glass by Wade. And cleared up ahead by Gramlich. Karen's back over the line and a stoppage here for an offside. Just about a minute gone here in the second. Tatosian. Now Fitzgerald holding the line, threw it back in. Kicks for Butler, he throws it back in, and they give chase. Tatosian hacked around there, and now it's Navin who gets it out. Navin flip back in. Butler trying to chip it around, and this is McCauley. Threw it across, hoping for Gramlich. Too far for him. And wrap back in. Paschke off the side of the cage. It came out in front. Dangerous play there as Kakopoulos sent that one wide. Back for Elias. His high shot is high over top of the goal and off the glass. Back for Kakopoulos. Down low for Paschke. And this is Brandt taking it and throwing it ahead for McCauley. McCauley bumped into by Navin. Sliding in there is Brent to tie up Navin. And stoppage here. The net was kicked loose off its setting. With 12:40 to play in period two. One back there by Esler. Lofted around. Now back for Merrill. And taken away. Centering feed. Couldn't connect with Sharp. Lofted back in, and stoppage here as the Coyotes were offside. Shot forward there, Sullivan. Couldn't get that one to go. Brought ahead by Sullivan. Esler went down. So Sullivan back after it. A delayed penalty on the Sabercats. As Elias moving ahead with it. Penalty is to Declan Donovan. Minor for roughing. Just under 12 minutes to go in the second.
57 remaining in the second. Number 13, 2 minutes for roughing.
This is Elliott throwing it back in and out to center. Butler races back for this one. Now Elias. Thrown back in. As Peary trying to slide on by with it. Gibson out ahead, and now Sharp. Taken away by Wade. Now Gibson trying to cut on by. Could not, as this one thrown out to neutral ice. Sharp coming in there. Gibson trying to slide it away. This one out to center. Elliott threw it back in, but back in on an offside. And we're under 11 minutes to play in period 2. Under a minute to go in the penalty to Donovan. This is Brandt moving back in. Brandt cuts in front, hoping for Fitzgerald, and he was tied up. Now Tatosian getting ahead for Kakopoulos. Chance is kicked aside by Burks. Now brought ahead by Brandt. He holds up, flips it across for McCauley. Rattled back down low. And Fitzgerald stepped into by Kakopoulos. Kicks back to the line. And this is Fitzgerald for Millington. Now Brandt. Fitzgerald. Millington. Brandt throws it across for McCauley, and a chance is into the glove of Holland and held. .9:36 to play in period 2. Now Paschke moves it ahead for Perry. Perry walking in with a chance, and it is a goal for Perry. It's 3-0. .9:25 to play in period 2. 3-0 lead for the Sabercats. Lofted ahead. Now flop back in. Spencer Peary with the latest goal.
Erica Paschke and number 8, William Kakopoulos.
Peary with the goal, the assist to Paschke and Kakopoulos. That's William Kakopoulos, number 8. As Peary tried to slide on by there. And taken here by Butler. Knocked down by Elias. And this is Sullivan up ahead with it. Drake Sullivan lost the handle. Elias scaling it ahead. Can't find Thurlow Lamb. Trying to step aside is Merrill. He took a tumble as it's lifted ahead. Sullivan trying to step on by there. Move back in by Elias. Now it's Esler. And Butler. Elias moving back in. Navin with a chance. That one wouldn't go. And now Butler jumps on ahead with it. Move back ahead for Gramlich. Gramlich bumped into. And started ahead here by Sharp. Sharp cutting back in behind. Now tries to take it back the other way, but he's tied up by Millington. Lift ahead, and Donovan can't knock it out of midair. Kakopoulos back down low for White. Stepped into by Sharp. And then Wade knocked into him. And this one flipped ahead back towards the front of the goal, kept by White. Wade trying to exit, can't. Kakopoulos walking in. Still walking past. And he sends it back down low. Lofted around. And this is brought ahead by Wade. Wade across for Gramlich. And it skipped up over top of the stick of him. Gramlich back for Millington. Now again for Gibson. And it wouldn't go. Moved ahead for Perry. This is Navin. Back in with a chance, and he's back in offside. 6:16 left to play here in the second. Dug loose, now Elias Brandt trying to get past defenders here. Kakopoulos. Now Brandt trying to play it ahead, and this is Lebec. Lebec turns it back in. Around for Kakopoulos in the corner. Back to the line for Elias. His chance, lift it high and into the glove of Burks. No further play with 5:43 to play in the second. Chance here for Perry. He wraps it down low for Kakopoulos. Back ahead. McCauley goes across for Brandt. Brandt gets it back now. Throws it across. Elias kicked it ahead for Lebec. Lebec across for Theodore Kakopoulos. He walks in with a chance, and that one is held into the glove of Burks. No further play. Just about 5 minutes left to go in this second period. Tie up there, work back to the line. Now Sullivan sends it across. This is Esler trying to cut back through. He backhands it on in. Loft it back around. Elias moving back here. He sends it around. Now Sullivan looking to go back in. And brought back ahead by Paschke. Paschke moving in on the wing, and that one sent just high. Wrap back in for Paschke. Moves back in with a chance, knocking into Burks. And play brought to a halt with 4:09 left to go. Draw will be outside the zone. And the tie up there is kicked out to center. Kakopoulos moves it back in. Now again, Kakopoulos for Sharp. Taken away by Wade. Thrown ahead for Gibson. And this is Gramlich who steps on by. Gramlich dropped off for Wade. Now Gramlich kicked ahead. And Kakopoulos has to go back in his own zone. Tosses it around. Gramlich holds it in. Gramlich moving back in. A chance is turned out by Holland. Now Sharp. Cut off by Gibson. And this is Peary. Peary stepping on in, and that one is held in the glove by Burks again. And now 3:06 to play in period 2. Tie up on the draw. Millington lost the handle. This is Kakopoulos. Back to the line for William Kakopoulos. Down low for Theodore. He's watched there by White, and that one flipped to center. Elias. Back for Navin. Now Kakopoulos. Tied up by Brandt. He tried to kick it ahead. White sends it to the line, but not out. Rattles around there for Lebec. Taken in behind by Navin. His backhand chance is held in the glove of Burks. He makes another save. With 2:17 to play in the third. Now Butler from the corner. Throws it ahead. Elias kept it in. Only momentarily. Butler tried to chip it ahead. This is Esler. Off the boards. And back down. Tatosian. Lofted ahead. Intercepted by Merrill. He couldn't get a shot away. Elias brings it back ahead. Steps aside. Now Thurlow Lamb. Cutting back in. A chance. Stopped by Burks. And now from the corner. Paschke down low for Thurlow Lamb. He had it taken away. And Teddy Merrill jumps ahead with it. Merrill crisscrossing back in. And his shot wouldn't get on goal. Merrill stops in front from the corner. Goes back behind for Esler. Back out to the line for White. Walks in with a shot. That's stopped by Holland. Rebound is gathered in and held by Holland with just about a minute to play in the period. Someone on one of the teams is being lectured by the official. As Declan Donovan ahead for Sharp. Sharp walks in, hauled down on the play, no penalty as we play on. Now Gramlich. Brought back ahead. He squeezes on by, but can't get past Tatosian. Now Gibson knocked Navin down, and it's hoisted back in. Around here for Kakopoulos. He throws it back around for Wade. A chance in front. Took a bounce. Had to be played to these boards by Donovan. And he has it out to center. Poked it ahead for Sharp. Sharp tried to finesse his way by. Could not. Kakopoulos keeping in. As it comes to the corner, and that will do it for period 2. The Sabercats holding on to a 3-0 lead over the Junior Coyotes here in the championship game. Back for the third in just a moment. Back for the start of the third. Underway here. The final period for both these teams in this tournament as Fitzgerald tried to get it in front, taken away, and Lebec trying to skate it out to center. Lebec back in. And this is Brandt throwing it across for McCauley. Down the wing. McCauley flips it back down low for Fitzgerald. Taken by Perry. But now Brandt puts on the brakes. Tried one down low. That's broken up. Carried ahead by Kakopoulos. Now William Kakopoulos trying to step in there. And this is Brandt. Back in it goes for an offside. Minute gone here in the third. Taken ahead quickly here by Merrill. Merrill walking in, cuts to his forehand, and he was cut down with no penalty to be called. Now Elias rumbles back ahead. Looks in front, takes it behind, fires one. Burks took a look behind him, but it stayed out. Now Nevin flopped ahead by Merrill, and there's going to be a penalty there. Most likely interference. And it is interference. Gotta see just exactly who. It's gonna be on Paschke. Sabercats penalty for interference. Coming at 13-18 to play in the third. Flop back ahead, and this is Declan Donovan.
Number 68, 2 minutes for interference.
Hoisting that one all the way back down. Left there by Burks. Taken by Elliott. Thrown across for Gramlich. Gramlich moving in. Chance there. Kicked loose by Wade. And now Elias for Gibson. From the corner. Gibson puts on the brakes in behind. Now sends it to the corner. Thrown in front, and it's covered up and held there by Holland. Looks like we have ourselves another penalty after the play. It's on Elias for the Sabercats, minor penalty for high sticking. And now 1 minute and 11 seconds to work on a 5-on-3. Drop back here. Elliott a chance. That was blocked. And Butler taking it out and back in offside. Lofted on back for Millington. Now Gramlich. Turning in with it. Gramlich centering for Merrill. A chance. It was blocked by Donovan. Donovan can't quite clear. Now to the corner. Kakopoulos gave it away to Merrill. Merrill walks in on the backhand and it's stopped by Holland. Now from the corner, ridden back, a chance, fought off by Holland, and to the corner. Granlich knocked down by Kakopoulos. Now Granlich, Merrill in front. Donovan can't clear. Kakopoulos hoists it back. And that will do it for the 5-on-3. Now a 5-on-4 man advantage for 50 seconds. Millington tried to go back in. He does. Around there, just eludes Fitzgerald. And this one thrown off the boards and back down. Flipped ahead here for McCauley. Lost to Perry. Elliott kept it in momentarily. But Navin will clear. Around here for Butler to take him behind. Throws it ahead for McCauley. And now up for Brandt. Brandt moving back in. Threw it across for Fitzgerald. And he couldn't get to go. Now Navin. As the Sabercats return to full strength, it's Lebec taking one to the corner. Lebec in front. Flopped ahead by Fitzgerald. And Kakopoulos. Now Brandt. Dealt back to Elliott. Along for Fitzgerald. And across for McCauley. McCauley for Fitzgerald. Back to McCauley. Fitzgerald. Brandt blocked in front. Now Millington a chance. Off a body. And this is Kakopoulos. He can't clear. Kakopoulos, as we're down to single digits now left in the third. Kakopoulos tries to step aside. Now gets it back in the corner. He looks in front. No one there. Deals it back for Tatosian. Now Kakopoulos chops it to the corner. Still with it, and Tatosian, Thurlow Lamb, kicked aside by Burks. From the corner here, this is Thurlow Lamb for Tatosian. Now back for Elias. Elias, a chance. That wing go. This is White. To the corner here. Thurlow Lamb tried to get it back, and unable to get it to go is Elias. Chance in there, kicked aside by Burks. Going out ahead. This is Elias. Hoisting it ahead for Navin. Looking across for Thurlow Lamb. It wouldn't go. Now Navin walks back in. Navin drops it off on a backhand. That's stopped by Burks. Hoists it ahead to the line. Kakopoulos keeping it in for Donovan. He punches it around for Merrill. And now Merrill can't exit the zone, but flops back in on an offside. Just about halfway here to go in the third period. 7:38 to play. And this is walked back in by Sharp for Donovan, and that one's stopped by Burks. Given away to Navin. His chance stopped by Burks. Now Donovan. Lofted to the corner. And Tatosian can't keep it in. Tatosian again. This is Butler. For Navin. He works it in. Unable to flip it ahead was White. Sharp now in, and White takes it away and brings it ahead. Merrill stepping on by. Turning from the corner. Wrapped down low for Esler. And this is Millington in front for Sullivan. And the rebound is shot just wide. Now bouncing puck, knocked down, White. Navin poked loose by White. He tries to step aside defenders. Could not. As this one chipped ahead for Sharp. Sharp is watched by Millington. He poked it away. Gibson trying to steer it away. And Gibson caught a stick. No penalty though. And Sharp back for Kakopoulos. Tried to get it down low for Theodore. Could not. Now it kicks along for Gibson. Gibson off the boards, and this will go for an icing. 5:33 left to play in the third, and time looks to be running thin on the Junior Coyotes. Taking a spill there. Was Wade. Now Gibson brings it ahead. Wade tried to keep it in. He had to take out Butler in the process. Doesn't matter as Perry brings it back for the Sabercats. Perry around, back to the point. A shot is